balance parenthesis checker. Brackets are mathematical symbol that help to take correct operation. Mathematically, number of opening parentheses are equal to closing parentheses. This program checks for the pair of parentheses and also checks if those are balanced in an expression. Let's see the algorithm. First we create a stack. Then in an expression there are parentheses like opening parenthesis push in a stack, and whenever in an expression there is closing parenthesis we have to pop from the element from the stack. Then we need to check if pop parenthesis equal to the closing parenthesis. If not equal to, then print unbalanced. If equal, then traverse further in expression. Check if there is something left after a complete traversal. That means top is not at the initial position, it is unbalanced. And if top is at the initial position, it is balanced.
Now let's take one example. For example says this is the expression. Firstly, the top is at -1. When it gets opening parenthesis, top is incremented by 1 and parenthesis is pushed. Now, when it gets opening parenthesis, top is incremented. Now, when it gets opening parenthesis, top is incremented by 1. When it receives closing parenthesis, the element at top is popped and check if opening parenthesis is equal to that closing. Since opening parenthesis is not equal to that closing, then it is an unbalanced expression. Now let's take another example. Expression is this. Firstly, the top is at -1. When it gets opening parenthesis, top is incremented by 1 and parenthesis is pushed. Now, when it gets opening parenthesis, top is incremented by 1 and this is pushed. When it gets closing parenthesis, the element at top is popped and check if opening parenthesis is equal to that closing. If equal, then after popping decrement top. When it receives closing parenthesis, the element at top is popped and checked if opening parenthesis is equal to that closing. If equal, then after popping decrement top. After traversing the entire expression at end, if we are left with empty stack, it is a balanced parenthesis.
Let's look at the code. First we create structure of stack, inside which we declare variables top and array. Then we have created some functions for different operations such as push and pop. For the push operation, first we check whether the stack is full or not. If not, we insert the parenthesis. Then in the pop operation, we check whether the stack is empty or not. If not, we decrement the top. By using form pair function, here we determine the opening and closing parentheses are equal or not. In the main method, we read the expression and whenever we find an opening parenthesis, we push that into the stack. And whenever we get a closing parenthesis, we pop the top element from the stack and check if top already at -1 or the closing parenthesis is not equal to pop element, then we can say that it is an invalid expression. After complete traversal, if we find top at its initial stage or at -1, then only we can say that the expression is valid. Let's check for the input and output. So here this is an expression and this is the output.